In our previous lecture, we have completed chapter number 13, part 1 to part 4. Today, we are going to start part 5. So, let's begin. Students, let us do a quick recap what we discussed in chapter number 13 from part 1 to part 4. In part 1, we discussed about NCERT book questions from page number 149 to 152. If you missed that part, you can click the I button. In part 2 and 3, we discussed about what is perimeter and area, units and questions based on formulas. In part 4, we discussed about revision worksheet. Today we are going to start part 5 NCERT book questions from page number 153. So let us do these questions to screen. So let us start from NCERT book questions page number 153. The first activity is find out the length of the boundary of these shapes. Hint, you can use a thread. So to find the length of the boundary, the shapes given in the figure, first step is take a thread. Now students, place a thread over the figure along boundary and cut the remaining thread, which is the extra thread. You can cut that, which is necessary to cover exactly the boundary of the figure. Now measure the length of the thread. Do the same things for all the figures. So you have to measure the length of the thread with the help of scale. So that much will be the perimeter. Now count the squares to find out A part, how many squares are there in each shape. So we know that number of complete squares in figure A is 1 and number of complete squares in figure B is 2. Number of complete squares in figure C is 3 and number of complete squares in figure D is 2. B part, which shape covers the least number of squares? Figure A is a shape which covers the least number of squares, which is 1. C part, which shape covers the most number of squares? Figure C is the shape which covers the most number of squares, which is 3. Question number 2. Take a 20 centimeter long thread. So here you can see this is a 20 centimeter long thread. Make different shapes by joining the ends. Place on the square sheet on the next page. Find out A part, how many squares are there in each shape. So let us find out squares in each shape. So there are 9 complete squares in figure A, 3 complete squares in figure B, 6 complete squares in figure C, and 4 complete squares in figure D. B part, which is the biggest shape? The biggest shape is figure A, as there are 9 complete squares. C part, which is the smallest shape? The smallest shape is figure B, as there are 3 complete squares. D part, how long is the boundary of each shape? We can measure the boundary of each shape by placing thread along them. In the boundary, you have to place a thread from one side and take a full round to another side. Next, question number 3 given in your Maths NCERT book, page number 154. How many different shapes can you make by joining two squares? Draw them in the square sheet given below. How long is the boundary of each shape? In your books, you can see this figure. So here, 2 square boxes are being shaded. Try this activity with 3 squares also. So students, in this figure, I have joined 2 squares. So here, 4 types of shapes can be done by joining 2 squares. So now let us try this activity with 3 squares. So the shapes done by joining 3 squares are given below. Here, 7 types of shapes can be done by joining 3 squares. Now practice time in your book, page number 155. Question number 1. A square has a boundary of 12 centimeter. So students, I told you earlier what is the property of a square? That all the 4 sides are equal. So here you can see in this figure where side is 3 centimeter. So what is the formula for finding out perimeter of a square? 4 into side. So 4 into 3 centimeter, that is 12 centimeter. So here the length of the boundary is 12 centimeter. A part, from the corner of the square, a small square of side 1 centimeter is cut off. Will the boundary of B be less or more? Find its length. So students, we know that the boundary of shape B is equal to the boundary of shape C, as it is of 1 centimeter square which is been cut off. So the boundary of shape B is equal to 12 centimeter. Now B part, if you cut a 1 centimeter square to get shape C, what will be the length of the boundary of C? So answer, here the boundary of shape C will be equal to 14 centimeter. Question number 2, A part, find the length of the boundary of square D. So students, here you can see square D where side is 5 centimeter each. So what is the formula? Perimeter of a square is equal to 4 into side or sum of all the sides. So right here the length of the boundary of square D is equal to 4 times 5 we will add, that is equal to 20 centimeter, or you can multiply 5 into 4, that is 20. B part, 8 squares of side 1 centimeter are cut out of square D. Now it looks like shape E. What is the length of the boundary of shape E? So students, the length of each side of the figure that forms the boundary of shape E, that is equal to 1 centimeter, and number of sides, that is 36. So length of the boundary of shape E will be equal to 1 into 36 centimeter, that is 36 centimeter. So here you can see I have given the sides 1 centimeter. So you will be adding the length of the boundary. C part, the boundary of this square where side is 1 centimeter is dash plus dash plus dash plus dash. Can we also say that the boundary is 4 into 1 centimeter? So the boundary of this square of side 1 centimeter is 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter plus 1 centimeter. Now 4 centimeter is equal to 4 into 1 centimeter. Thus, we can say that the length of the boundary of the given figure is 4 into 1 centimeter. Question number 3 in your book, page number 156. A hockey field is 91 meter and 40 centimeter long and 55 meters wide. How long is the boundary of the field? So students, here length of the field is given 91 meter and 40 centimeter. So it can be written as we know 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. So 91 meter will be 9100 plus 40 centimeter. So we will add 9140 centimeter. Width of the field is given 55 meter. That is 55 into 100, 5500 centimeter. And here the boundary is equal to length plus width plus length plus width. So we can put the values here. 9140 plus 5500 plus 9140 plus 5500. If you add these sides, it is 39,280 centimeter or 292 meter and 80 centimeter. So students, instead of adding, you can also use the formula of perimeter of rectangle, that is 2 bracket length plus breadth. Question number 4. Usha and Valsama are running a race. Usha is running on the inner circle. Valsama is running on the outer circle. Valsama runs faster than Usha, but still she loses the race. Can you guess why? Yes, the inner circle has shorter boundary as compared to outer circle, and Valsama runs on the outer circle and has to cover more length. Hence, Valsama loses a race. Why? Because she runs on the outer circle and it has to cover more length. Question number 5. Have you seen any race where runners start from different places, like in this picture? Guess why? So in this picture you can see there are 3 different circles. And yes, I have seen the race which is organized in a circular track. It is made in such a manner to make the distances equal. Next topic, school garden. So this topic is there in your book, page number 157. The students of class 3 and 4 thought of making a school garden. They chose a place which looked like this. So in the picture you can see garden 1 and 2, and in middle there is a path. Students of both the classes thought that garden 1 was bigger. So both wanted to take garden 1. Suddenly Neetu said, I think both gardens are equally big. Another girl replied, quite possible. Let us find out if you are right. So now question is, how will Neetu find out if the two gardens are equally big? So first, Neetu places a long rope along the boundary of garden 1 to measure the length. Again, she places a rope along the boundary of garden 2 to measure the length. Then she found that the boundaries of both the gardens are equal. Therefore, both the gardens are equal. Next question given in your book, page number 159. Question number 4, A part, which is the biggest leaf in the picture? So in this picture you can see 4 different leaves are drawn. So the biggest leaf in this picture is the leaf in the middle from the top. So this is the biggest leaf. B part, collect some leaves from the garden. Place each of them here on the square sheet. Trace out their edges and check how many squares are there in each leaf. Students, you have to collect some leaves from the garden. आपको garden से leaves collect करनी है and place that leaves on this squared sheet. And then you have to find out their edges and check how many squares are there in each leaf. A part, C part, which is the biggest leaf? So the biggest leaf, students, you have to measure by your own. So whatever will be your answer, you can write biggest leaf and smallest leaf. Students, that's all for today's class. I hope you all understood Gurleen ma'am's class. So chapter number 13, part 5 NCERT book questions completed. Practice all these questions at home. Now I'll continue in our next class. Do like, share and subscribe my channel. Take care. Bye-bye.